4 of us was picked as a chief. And the 4 they never come to the meetings. And I couldn't say nothing because I was picked as one of the 4. No leader, nothing. So I never did say anything. I didn't call a meeting together or anything like that. But they did call a meeting of the chiefs together on this reservation 2 or 3 times, and no one went, just 2 of us. And the other guy wasn't picked as a chief, just myself and this guy attended. The other 3 chiefs, they never did come. This one passed away. So the other 3 didn't show up. So I decided, well, one of these days they might call a meeting. And I didn't pay attention until they invited me, where this call came from this morning, from Puerto Rico. They invited me down there, but they didn't tell me about any, picking any chiefs or anything. They just called me down there, so I went down there. The tribes wanted to see me down there, so I went down there. And here they asked me if I want to take a position as the chief. There was a whole auditorium full of leaders from different tribes. Greenland, Siberia, Guatemala, Australia, Brazil, all over they came. And then there were some people in the front. There was about 12 of them sitting in the front. They had suits on. They didn't have no regalia of any kind, but they had suits on. And we were sitting up on a stage with a table like this. There was longer than this, and there was 4 of us. The one that was leading from Puerto Rico, he got the meeting together of all the leaders around the world. And I was sitting in the middle. They told me to sit in the middle. I had my name on it, so I sat in the middle. And I sat there. As I sat there, there was some young Puerto Rican girls as hostesses or something, waitresses or something. They had aprons on and everything. One of them came over to me and she said, "Would you care for some water or something?" I said, "Yeah, that'd be a good idea." I said, "I'll get you some." So she left. And while she was gone after water, there was a lady brought a glass of water. She put it in front of me. So I took it, I put it in front of me, and here, one of these young girls came over, and she just went like this and to me, and she took that water. She took that water, so I said, "Well, give me a drink before I take it." And here she said, No. She said, "We don't want you to drink that." She said, because it was open. And for a while I thought that maybe they didn't want me to drink water or something. And here, this lady came back and she brought a bottle like this with the cap water. "Here, drink this," she said. She put it on there. And here this guy from Puerto Rico sitting beside me, he says, Chief, you're in a safe place. The reason they took that open water away from me is who knows what that woman's got in that water. You never know, dope or anything. But this water that girl brought you is safe because it's sealed. Oh, okay. I'm sorry I didn't catch on right away. I said, well, that's okay. That's all right. He says, now you know. They won't let you drink any water without, you have to break the seal in order to drink it. And so that's the way it was. And you're being selected as a chief. 4 days from today, he says, you will let us know whether you accept it or not. But during the meeting I was taken in, they had me sit up there, and people, different ones, spoke from the crowd. Greenland, Australia, Guatemala, Hawaii, they spoke. I listened to them. I noticed every one of those speakers, when they come out, they would take their pipe, whatever they have, they would point to the four corners of the earth and Mother Earth and the universe before they pray. Some of them, the universe first, then Mother Earth. But they prayed, and before they spoke. I noticed that. I watched them. Greenland done the same thing. Siberia, they do the same thing. Australia, they do the same thing. Every place that the leaders came. I noticed that as I sat there. And they, each country that spoke, they would ask me if it would be possible, if I would accept it. They wanted me to accept it. But they didn't say why. Why they... So when I did accept it, the fourth day, when I said I would accept it, that's when this attorney got up. He says, I'm the president of the attorneys. There's 12 of us here today, leaders from different countries. He said that, and selected me as the president of the attorneys. We're going to be your attorneys. And how you say it?
Pro bono.
Yeah. He said, so, thank you, I said. And here's the chief, you are not standing alone. These attorneys that's here today, there's all of us sitting in the front here. I guess you realize that. We all have the same, book together on the Indian affairs in the Indigenous nations. Someday you're going to be together and they want to hear you. Right now, the leaders are the ones that's here listening to you. Whatever you say, he says, we'll go by that. And that's why we're here. So after they got through speaking, the attorney said, you go, it's your turn. So I stood up I took the microphone. I said, I have little to say today. You surprised me. At first, I said I would like to let you know that. I didn't know I was being selected as chief of these other nations. And I don't know just exactly what to say, but I have a pretty good idea of what's happening. I noticed every one of you that spoke have the same prayers. I said, you have this, you pray to this Great Spirit of these, and I want to talk about that. I said, you keep on, whatever you believe in, the Indian way of life. You pray to the Great Spirits of all directions of the earth, Mother Earth, and the universe. Our chiefs up in the north, I said we have seven great flames. I said, we call it Oceti Sakowin. We call it that. The reason we call it that is because when you look up in the sky at night, there's a dipper that's got 7 stars. Each star represents our 7 campfires. That's our flag with a blue background. And so we have that, and that's the meaning of our 7 campfires. Each one has a dialect, as we speak Indian together. We speak, but we each understand each other. We're the same. The women have a different language from the men, but we understand each other. Same way you people, when you pray, we understand what you pray. All of you. Whatever you believe in, you just keep on. Each tribe, I don't want to change you. I don't want you to, just because I'm a Lakota, I said, doesn't mean that you should turn towards me for prayers. You have your own, so you just keep on praying that same, whichever you use it. You have your same habits, same rules and regulations, you keep that. Your same language, don't never forget that. Don't ever forget your language. Everything the same, I said, as you believe, because that's the way we were in this here United States. They call it today, but we used to call it Spiritual Island. We still believe it that way. We have not turned yet. We hanging on to that. And we always will. And here that attorney, he said, Chief, he says, for that reason, that's the reason why we selected you as a chief of the tribes. He said, because you believe in every tribe. You believe in every tribe the way they are. Also, you were never defeated. And that's the reason why we want a chief that has never been defeated. we want you to know that. The United States, you said that this child and lady was covered with the flag, and it belonged to those ladies, the Indian ladies, and the children. That is true, he said. The United States flag, he says, they don't know that's what that flag means. So you're on the right track. You believe everything the way we believe. As you speak, he says, we could follow you. It's really easy to understand in plain words. So the attorney, I told the attorney, I said, I could understand you. I could understand you, but I said, don't ever use highfalutin words. I said, because we don't understand that. Use plain English words so we could understand. That's the way you talk to us. When you talk amongst yourself, you got thousands of books around your office. Sometimes I wonder if you read them all. Each book covers something. But when you talk to us, don't use them. Use our way of life. We can understand. Then you won't have so many in the penitentiary. That's what I told. But there's a lot I said that afternoon that I haven't never brought it out. But all the ones that did take in that meeting, they all understood what I meant. We know what is right and what is wrong, and what to do that's right, what not to do.